Hey, welcome back. So for the final video of our 7-part series of the Lovable course, we're going to be talking about how to debug effectively and also how to export changes into Cursor and then sync them back up to update your Lovable application. Now for the GitHub integration, we've already gone through this in the previous video, so I won't be covering that in great depth. So let's just go ahead and discuss debugging. So I would mainly stick to prompting when it comes to debugging, as especially if you're non-technical, you want to make sure that you're asking the right questions and also that Lovable is explaining it in a non-technical manner. So I'll give you an example. Let's see if the Any10 workflow is not working. We can just say the Any10 workflow is not working. What I like to do is I just mention please find the root cause, which is the keyword here, root cause, and only provide an answer once you are, let's say, 100% confident that you have found the core issue. So basically we're telling Lovable, the agent, to only give us a response when you're confident that you found the issue. Now we'll just put it in chat mode and then we'll click enter. There's also a second method where, for example, if it's not 100% confident what the issue is, you can just say list all possible root causes tied to this specific issue and provide solutions to each one. This is also another method, so, and again, just use the chat mode for that. And you can see here, based on the previous prompt that we provided, it's basically giving us a response that includes a bit of code, so it's very technical. So what we can do is we can say, can you rewrite the response to someone that is non-technical and use language that's a high schooler can understand. Try to avoid being super technical. So here you can see it's simplified the language here. It's not too technical, it's not providing code examples, and that will just give you a better understanding of the core issue here. So again, I do recommend you stick to prompting when it comes to debugging, especially if you're non-technical. You know, if you are technical, you can use different, you can basically check the logs, you can inspect the page, so you can also inspect the console logs in the browser. So, but I do recommend for non-technical people that you just stick to prompting, because Lovable is capable of reading all the logs itself. Let's say if you do want to inspect the browser logs, you can say ask Lovable, please print out in the browser console to debug this issue. And what will happen is, when you're testing a specific feature, it will print out every step of the process when you interact with that feature in here. So it will give you, let's say, step 1, I've done this, step 2, and then it will tell you at what point it fails, and then you can just copy these logs and feed it into the chat here. So let's say now you want to use Cursor and you want to pull in your Lovable projects into Cursor and you want to push back those changes into Lovable. What we can do now is just pull up Cursor. Now again, this is somewhat technical. You will have to set up GitHub locally. So again, but the cool thing about Cursor is you can just prompt it to do this. So yeah, let's open a new project in Cursor. So again, let's just click on clone repository, because we're going to have to clone that Lovable repository. And then we'll just click clone from GitHub. Now I might already be synced with my GitHub account. So yeah, and here's our project. Cool, so it's now pulled our GitHub repository into Cursor, and now we can just prompt the agent to make changes to our code base. So as you can see, this was actually the screenshot here that I uploaded into Lovable, because that's now in GitHub, it's pulled it down. So let's just say, please change the core theme, or sorry, the theme color of the landing page to orange, because right now it's actually purple. So let's go ahead and make this change, and it's just to verify that we can actually make changes in Cursor and then update Lovable from Cursor. But again, we're going to have to push these changes locally. So when I mean locally, right now we're in a local environment on our desktop, and we'll push them up to GitHub, and then Lovable will read those changes inside GitHub and update the Lovable code base. So we can get our next prompt ready, and that is to, we'll just say push up all the changes to the GitHub repository. So again, you can see that in Cursor, we're only prompting, we're not even looking at the code or doing anything fancy. So we will have to click the tick button here to accept this, and then it should implement the changes. Now let me just tell it to push up the changes into GitHub, and it's just requesting our permission. So it's just asking us for a commit message. So we can just say, yes, please go ahead and push to our repository. And let's just run the command here, and looks like it succeeded. Okay, so it looks like it's failed because of a missing SSL certificate. So it's given us different options here. So I'll just say let's go with the easiest option, and hopefully that will give us a smooth solution. So we'll just go ahead and click run. So it said that it's pushed the updates that we made locally to our GitHub repository. Now we can verify that by going into GitHub, and then our repository, well, it does say updated now, so it looks like it's made those changes. However, I just want to verify in here that it's added that commit, and yeah, 53 commits 1 minute ago. So yeah, this is the changes it's made from Cursor to GitHub. You see here it's changed the main color theme of our website. Now if we go back into Lovable, it should sync with GitHub, and let's just wait for it to refresh. Okay, it looks like when I click the preview URL here, funnily enough, it's showing the new color, but for some reason it's not displaying it here, which is very odd. It might just be a syncing issue. So I guess we can just assume that it's made the changes. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, that's really odd. So yeah, that's it for the Lovable course. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, good luck with building your first application.